Okay guys, it's now time to add some sounds to our game to give it a little bit of polish. So I've been grabbing some sounds from this package. It's called Free Casual Game SFX package from Dusty Room. Thank you, Dusty Room. And yeah, I choose that one because it's basically free and because it has sounds that fit our game very well. So let's go back to Unity. I've imported it right here and selected 5 sounds that we are going to use. Okay, so let's get right into it. First off, I'm gonna create a new game object and I'm gonna call it Sounds Manager. Okay, cool. Then I can grab all of my sounds here, drag them and drop them onto the hierarchy. Okay, then I can make them children of the Sounds Manager. The first thing you want to do when you drag and drop a sound is to deselect the play on awake option. That way you won't play the sound right when you play the game. Okay? We are going to start by the button sound. To add it to the buttons, you are going to type in the search bar button right here. And you can also select the type of the search. So select type. Now we have our 3 buttons. So the play button, the next, and the retry one. Let's select them all at once and add a new callback for the on-click event. Okay, so now we can remove the search option, drag the button sound right here and select the play method. So now whenever we press a button, we are going to hear this sound. Let's try it out. Okay, I'm going to hit the play button. Perfect, heard it. Did you hear it? Okay, let's now add all of the other sounds. So I'm going to create a new script for the Sounds Manager right here. So let's go into our scripts folder and create a new script and call it Sounds Manager. All right. As usual, you can drag it and drop it onto the Sounds Manager game object to attach it to it. Okay, let's open it. Perfect. The first thing we want to do here is to create a new header for our sounds. So let's call it sounds. Okay, let's create a new serialized field, private, audio source. So this is the component that allows us to play the sound or to stop it or to increase the volume or the pitch. Cool. And the first one we are going to use right now is the door hit sound. Okay, let's add it. So let's call this variable door hit sound. Perfect. Let's create a method for playing this sound. So it's going to be a private one, void play door hit sound. Okay. When dealing with sounds, I like to decouple everything. Like the Sounds Manager will be responsible for playing the sounds only when he receives some events. That way it's decoupled and I can reuse this script wherever I want. So here, when do we want to play the door hit sound? Okay, like so. We want to play this sound whenever the runner or whenever the player hits some doors. So we can go to player detection right here. All right. And in this method, when hitting a door, we can add a new event. So let's do that. Let's first implement the system library, like so, and create a new header for our events. Then you can add a new event. It's going to be a static one, action, on doors hit. All right. Then we can go back to our method right here, and when hitting the doors, we can call this on doors hit event or action and invoke it. Like so. Then we can go back to our Sounds Manager. In the start method, we are going to subscribe to that event. So we can say player detection dot on doors hit, and we add our play door hit sound method. So play door hit sound, like so. We need to unsubscribe from it when destroying the game object. So let's call the onDestroy method and unsubscribe from this event. And we are pretty much done. So now we can try it out. So let's go back to Unity. Let's drag the door hit audio source into its field. and hit play. Okay, let's try. All right, we are gonna hit the door. Perfect. Nice. Okay, cool. So now let's keep going on and add all the other sounds. So I'm gonna add the level complete, the game over, and the runner die. Okay, so let's duplicate this line. Let's make it runner die. Okay. Another one for the level complete sound. Okay, I like to add the sound word when it's a sound. It's just a personal preference. And again, game over sound. Okay, perfect. So for the level complete sound and game over sound, there is a quick way of adding them right now. In the start method, we can subscribe to the game manager on game state changed event, sorry. So let's subscribe to it, plus equals game state changed callback. We're gonna do it the same way as we did on some other scripts. Okay, let's unsubscribe from this event again. Okay, and let's create the game state changed callback method. So private void, like so, and it has a game manager.gamestate argument. Okay, cool. So if the game state equals level complete, we want to play the level complete sound. Otherwise, if the game state is game over, we want to play the game over sound. Okay, like so. Cool. Let's try. So first we want to add all of the sounds in the associated fields. So the runner one, the level complete, and the game over. Okay, let's hit play. Let's try and lose if we can. I don't think we can, but let's try it. Okay, so maybe +5 divided by 3, I should have 4, and now we should die. Okay, perfect. The sound played. Now let's try and win to see if the level complete sounds, if the level complete sound plays. Okay. All right, I'm about to hit. Nice. Okay, guys, it's working pretty much well. Perfect. Now let's add the runner die sound. Okay, let's go back to scripting. So in the enemy script, we detect when we collide with a runner and destroy it. So in this same method, in the run towards method, we can call, but before destroying this game object, we can call on runner die or died and invoke it. Like so. Now we need to create this event. So let's go up. Let's add the systems library, the system library. Okay, like so. Let's create a new header for our events. And finally, we can create our static action on runner died. Perfect. Now we need to go back to the sounds manager and subscribe to this event. So let's create a new line right here. We can say enemy.onRunnerDied plus equals play runner die sound, like so. Let's copy this line and unsubscribe whenever we destroy the game object, like so, to avoid having errors or null reference exceptions. Okay, let's copy this method name. Let's create this method, like so. Okay, I don't know what keys I've hit, but let's remove this. All right. Okay, now we can grab the runner die sound and play it in this method, like so. Cool. Now let's go back to Unity. Okay, I think we've got our sound, so let's hit play and see if we can hear a sound when the runner is dying. Awesome. It's working, guys. Awesome. Let's try again. Perfect. Cool. We've added sounds. It was that easy. Okay, cool. In the next lesson, we are going to see how to add haptics. So it's basically just vibrations. Cool. See you there.